Well, that brings me to the Windsor autopsies. The Windsor autopsies found, and listen to this, I'll read it directly from here, nearly 100% correlation between minor curvatures of the spine and diseases of the internal organs. And that might sound like breaking news, but the research was actually done by a medical doctor named 20Windsor. It was about 100 years ago. And routinely, patients will tell me, and they'll ask me things like, why hasn't my medical doctor told me about this? And this is generally after someone's been suffering with a debilitating condition, or oftentimes it's something that medicine has had no answers for, and then they start getting adjusted and they start living max living, and they notice that their problems go away or get significantly better, and they're like, where's the medical community been on this? How come I've been struggling for the past 10 years and no one has helped me? And I wonder oftentimes is, why hasn't the medical community really come around on chiropractic in general? And it's a question that I often get. And, here's the reality is that most medical doctors will not discourage their patients from going to a chiropractor. In fact, I have medical doctors as patients themselves. They're not going to discourage their patients, but it's not often where we'll get a direct referral from a medical doctor. Why is that? Well, I don't know. I think there's been a lot of stigma with chiropractic, and there's also been just a lack of investigating true corrective chiropractic care, because when they get exposed to it themselves, they want it for themselves. But this 20Windsor guy, he's a medical doctor, and he wanted to investigate chiropractic. And he was actually doing it in the outset to disprove what chiropractors were saying about the adjustment and the effects of the internal organs. So this guy, 20Windsor, he graduated from medical school, and he wanted to study that correlation between curvatures of the spine and diseased organs. He dissected human and animal cadavers to see if there was any relationship. And he would go back and look at the vertebra that is associated with the nerves that went to those organs. And he did 3 studies, a total of 75 human and 22 cat cadavers. He studied the spine, he looked at the curvature of the spine, he then looked at the diseased organs. 221 organs were found diseased. Out of the 221 diseased organs, 212 were observed to belong to the same sympathetic nerve pathway as the vertebra in the curvature. 212 out of 221. There was only 9 diseased organs that were belonging to different segments of the spine. In other words, there is nearly 100% correlation between minor curvatures of the spine and diseased organs. So the next time someone says to you, I don't believe in chiropractic, or my medical doctor is skeptical, or my spouse is a non-believer, I want you to remember 20Windsor and ask yourself the question, in 100 years that this information has been available, why does the medical community never talk about the importance of the nervous system and the benefits of a chiropractic adjustment on overall human health? This is Dr. Nick Wilson. This is the Max Living Radio Show. This is the Ask Dr. Wilson Show. Hey, make it a great rest of your day, but be intentional. Make it a great rest of your life. We'll see you next time.